So I build electric guitars, and when I'm not doing that, I'm doing band stuff or listing stuff on eBay. I don't really have any spare time to earn any extra pocket money. So I figured I'd just Truman Show myself and pimp out my privacy. This is Last Chance Arcade.
Oh, good morning.
I've just watched SummerSlam Night 1. I was told it was pretty good. I'm going to go watch Night 2 pretty much now. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you a little beat for beat just of kind of how it went down and my general thoughts on it. Not that you want to specifically hear my thoughts on it. If you just want to recap, then it might not be the place for you. But either way, it starts off, Night 1, big old show. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. So Io Sky is actually the best wrestler in the female division. Absolutely love her. Or at least, she's my favourite female wrestler for sure. In my humble opinion, Liv could be the most overrated, to be honest. Everyone loves her, and I just don't get it. Never mind. Very normal match. Judgment Day intervenes. Liv wins. Good. Fine. Normal match. All good. Next up we had Bloodline versus LA Knight, Royce Keys and Solo Sikoa. Bloodline was the Usos and Jacob Fatu, who comes out in a werewolf mask that looks like his mum only had half an hour to make it for him before going Halloweening. Yeah, pretty amusing stuff. The first diabolical mask of the show. No spoilers, but I mean, yeah, this whole thing's filled with spoilers. If you've just listened past the first match there and you're expecting no spoilers, this is the wrong place. But yeah, like, I used to like Solo back in the day when he was just Roman's enforcer, and then he got his own faction. I don't really think he could handle being the main character. Like, before he was like this kind of like menacing presence, and then when he became the leader, I guess he was just trying to be Roman Reigns. He was trying to do the quiet, kind of sultry, kind of, I don't need to speak to have a presence type thing. Which, personally, I don't think Roman nails either. Everyone loves Roman Reigns. He's so shit. But yeah. He got his own faction. Couldn't be the main character. Now he's just kind of scuttling around again. And he's won me back over. I'm quite a big fan. And he, like, mocked Jey Uso for a bit, did the yeets all over the place, rolled back his Jey's song and just started doing the thing, and then he started taking the piss out of Jacob Fatu for a little bit. It, like, mocked his little wiggling kind of thing that he does. Outstanding, fantastic, loved it. And then he gets gang diddled by the Bloodline for a bit and tags in Royce Keys so he can have a breather. Keys gives the Usos the business. And then, like, he shows up, he does some good shit, and then tags in LA Knight. I love LA Knight. Like, he deserves so much more. He worked so hard last year and never got a shot. And then just as they started to push him, he started botching everything, and everybody kind of lost interest in him. But I still think he's the best. He's so funny. He's great on the mic. And in this match, he kind of tears ass for a little bit until he slaps Jey with the BFT and gets the 3 count. Jey sold that BFT so well. Like, that was really good. I was very happy with that. I've got to say, I was on Jey Uso botch watch, like, the whole match. And he had a good match. Good on him. But yeah. LA Knight gets the pin. They win. Brilliant. One step closer to beating up the overrated Roman Reigns. Next match, Gunny versus Nick Aldis. Gunther versus Nick Aldis. Really enjoyed that. To be fair, all Gunny matches are really quite good. But we know that Nick can't win, right? Going in, like, Gunther, the career killer, versus a guy who's not wrestled in 3 years. But, yeah, they start the match. I really enjoyed the commentary at the beginning of the match. Wade Barrett goes, I had my first ever match against Nick Aldis in a pub in front of 10 people. And Michael Cole immediately responds with, if I'm correct, you had your first match against Nick Aldis. And it's like, yeah, man, yeah, I did. Anyway, they're kind of slapping each other about a bit. A lot of good moves. Aldis goes to put a sleeper on Gunther that looks akin to me trying to open a jar with wet hands. Gunther reverses it. Nick taps out. Good match. Had some good time with that. That's at the point that I noticed that Chris Van Vliet was in Green Shirt Guy's seat, and it just warmed my cockles. I love it when Green Shirt Guy doesn't get the seat. Next match was Bellas and Paige versus Fatal Influence. It was fine. I think Paige is the only one of them that actually has anything about her. To be honest with you, Bellas are boring. We've seen Fatal Influence 1,000 times before. However, Fatal Influence are victorious. They get the win, but the Bellas turn on Paige in a futile attempt to disguise a plot twist as a bit of personality. And then it ends. Next match, Cody versus CM Punk. Cody Rhodes. Now, this video makes it sound like I don't like any wrestlers. I really do. I just don't like these ones. I don't like Punk or Cody, to be honest. Cody seems like a guy who'd blow cigar smoke in a Make-A-Wish kid's face. And I bet CM Punk is rude to hospitality staff. I'm sure of it. Anyway, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull Cody comes out, but the skull has what's supposed to have guile hair on. I'm a big Street Fighter fan, but it looks more like the regular skull with like a big coffee filter on top. Like it astounds me that more than one person signed off on that. If he doesn't throw a sonic boom in this match, I will be livid. He did not. Cody comes out to a Street Fighter promo. Punk comes out looking like a mechanic that's about to overcharge you. Fun story. I met Vernon Reid from Living Colour, who does CM Punk's theme song. And I met him at a guitar show once. And he told me I was audacious because I had Lex Luthor on my NAM badge. In all fairness, I was quite drunk when I filled out the form for the badge, and I put my name in the nickname field and my nickname where the real name was supposed to go, but that's neither here nor there. I got a lot of good feedback from some of my favourite musicians of all time, to be honest. It's weird, like all the punters that were there, just all the people that came in for the guitar show, they looked at my badge after I'd finished talking to them and they'd say something like, "Oh, thanks, Lex. That's been really helpful." And I'm like, oh. Like, I'm not called Lex Luthor. That's not a thing. But all the, like, musicians and, like, celebrities that I talked to and stuff, they all got it. They was all like, Lex Luthor, that's hilarious. I was like, there's obviously a difference between the people who make it and the people who are just doing it as a hobby. Like, the people that make it have such attention to detail. Either way, Alicia Taylor starts announcing them coming in, and it sounds like she's been taking breathy vowel lessons from Lillian Garcia. And the match is exactly what you expect it to be honest. Lots of grappling, some basic moves, and some big slow moves. A lot of them kicking each other in the face and getting out of breath. Anyway, Cody busts out an impeccable cutter from the top rope. Michael Cole says, "Doubt sneaking into the mind of the challenger." At that point, I was like, oh, okay, Cody wins then. To be fair, I don't know if the Killer Shoutcasters get told, the ring announcers get told if who's going to win or not, if they're just going to have to guess as they go along. That's not something I've looked into. Anyway, they keep slowly kneeing each other and chopping each other until Punk does a moonsault that resembles a rabbit pinging off the bumper of a fast-moving car. It does not connect. It's so bad that they don't even replay it. Like, both men are on the floor after this so-called move, and the camera just stays on them. Usually it'll cut away and give you a bit more action, but it was like, yeah, let's not replay that. Punk puts Cody on the announce table and heads towards the top rope again, which was risky considering what he'd just done. He gathers his balance with the grace of a fatty on a rope bridge, and he leaps, and Cody moves. Anyway, the kind of kicks off, and then they're back in the ring. Cody goes for the cutter, but just cannonballs into Lil Nate, the real star of the match. Like the 50th GTS gets put on Cody. Crossroads hit again. But wait! Randy Orton shows up. RKO on Cody Rhodes. I don't think we've seen him since Mania. Randy does a little Jacob Fatu wiggle. He looks directly at the hard cam and winks. And then Punk gets up, hits his 51st GTS in 10 minutes. And Sleeping H counts to 3 very slowly. So yeah. It was an alright match. It was fine. It was good for like wrestling fans, but it just didn't grip me, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at the clock. There's half an hour left of the main event, of the whole show, which has, you know, that half an hour is the main event. So I'm really looking forward to this. Michael Cole intros the Hell in a Cell by saying, in 1997, Hell in a Cell was the debut of the Undertaker brothers, Kane. That's just how he says it. It was the debut of the Undertaker brothers, Kane. So I kind of lost immersion there and zoned out and kind of imagined Undertaker and Kane as the Mario brothers, like jumping on turtles and stuff. And then, as I'm back in, Oba's coming in, hits his music, some of the best music. I love that shit. I bet Oba does that walk when he's about to plough, 100%. Brock comes in, gets announced by an angry goblin covered in foundation. And then I looked at the clock again. There's 17 minutes, and the bell rings. It took 12 minutes for them both to get in. Either way, it's a strong start. Loads of big moves. Suplex City. Lesnar gets put through a table like straight away. Femi gets absolutely levered with the steel steps, like you could feel it yourself. It was very good. It was actually hitting him, or it was very well sold. That was really good. Brock starts hitting Femi with the chairs, like he's actually trying to hurt him, and then suplexes him onto said chairs. Pretty fun. Now it's Oba's turn to dominate for a bit, and he just throws Brock around like a Nerf ball for a little bit until it's Brock's turn again. And he hits 3 F5s and continues to yeet him with a chair. Brock starts tearing up the ring, like literally, not like he's freestyle rapping or anything. He just like starts cutting into the fabric and tearing it up, and he exposes the wooden boards underneath the padded ring. And he picks up Oba like he's going to F5 him, and he tombstones him. Like he pivots that man on his shoulders and gets him into position. Like it takes some strength. It takes some sheer strength to do that to someone Oba's size. That is almost unfathomable. But Oba bounces back up, powerbombs Brock, takes the win. Best match of the night, easy peasy, and a good result as well. I was happy with this result. I really was hoping that Brock was going to roll out the ring and just go 1 + 2, 1 + 2, but he didn't. Either way, the two bruised and bloody brutes tie off the show with Brock passing the torch to Oba Femi. And I noticed that Brock left his gloves in the ring, but not his boots, so we may see him again. Maybe. But one thing's for sure, I'm pretty sure the little guy under the ring was bricking it that whole match. I would have been. I'd have been terrified. Anyway, it was a good event. Some real good matches. Not many botches, which was nice to see. And the main event was just delectable. It was really good. Time for night 2. See you tomorrow.